this is Mateo, and today we are taking on Koga, the poison type gym leader. So, hooray for that. We're going to start off with Flareon, or are we? Nope, going in with Dugtrio because, well, they're poison types, although I didn't mean to check his stats. I meant to switch him. There we go. So now he's up front. Okay, yeah. Okay. A Ninja Master. Well, seeing as how Naruto kind of ruined my idea of a Ninja Master, it's going to take like 5 episodes to beat this guy, isn't it? Either way, this guy has a Venonat. It is very different from his normal team, actually. This is more based on the anime, like most other things in this game. So he just has a whole bunch of Venonat, although in the anime he only used one Venonat and a Venomoth. And yeah, in the anime, I'm pretty sure that Ash beat him. Well, he technically didn't beat Koga on his first try, because Team Rocket, like, interrupted. But then they actually did battle, and Ash won. So I guess I'll count that as he finally won a gym battle on his first try. So hooray for that. But yeah, since Venonat is part bug type as well, we're just going to let Flareon take care of it with its new Fire Spin move. And as you can see, since it is faster, it should be able to not even give Venonat a chance to attack unless it misses, which it just did. Now luckily Venonat is part poison, or not part psychic type, so it did not get stabbed from that psychic and it didn't do a whole lot of damage. That and Venonat doesn't have the highest special stat ever. But yeah, he has 3 Venonats, and they really aren't that much different, just a little difference in levels, but otherwise not different at all. In the anime, he only used 1 Venonat, and it evolved into a Venomoth, like right at the beginning of the fight. Like, he just randomly sent it out, and then it evolved, because it could. But then he also had Voltorb traps in his gym, and it would have been cool if they somehow associated that in this gym. Either he had a Voltorb, even though it's not poison type, or he just, like, certain parts of the floor had a Voltorb under them and they would explode and you'd go back to the beginning. And those could be like the invisible walls or something, like if you stepped on them, a Voltorb would explode from under you and you'd go back to the beginning of the gym or something. I don't know, I'm just speculating here, but he finally finishes off with a level 50 Venomoth. And raising Venomoth's attack isn't really going to help him much, because Psychic is special, so he just raised attack for absolutely no reason. And yeah, oh, Special fell, that sucks. But Venomoth is faster, partially because it is 13 levels higher than Flareon over here. If Flareon were level 50, it would probably be faster, or as fast as Venomoth. But as long as we got him caught in Fire Spin, we can do as much damage as we can, and then switch it off to Dugtrio if necessary. But if we could have Flareon beat this, that would be great, because Flareon needs some levels. Oh hey, there we go. We got him, we beat him. So there we go, that's the 5th gym. Technically the 6th, although we have yet to do the 4th, because we could be able to, but just because of the order of things and how powerful the next gym leader is, I've just felt like we're supposed to do this gym next. And technically we are. But in the anime, this would have been the 6th. And what we're going to do is the 6th gym would have been done 4th, but this isn't the anime, even though it's so based off the anime. But whatever, we're finally done with the gym. Now we can explore the rest of Fuchsia City. And some of you know what that means. My 3rd least favorite area of the game, beaten out only by Rock Tunnel and one other place later, somewhat soon. But yeah, this is my 3rd least favorite area. The only reason why it's not higher up is because there aren't any trainers. So at the very top of the town, you can go to the Safari Zone, and you need to pay $500. It's at the very top of the town. For whatever reason, I cut out the traveling there or something. I don't know, this took many attempts. Mainly because I really don't know the layout of this place, and you only have 500 steps to travel. No, Nidoran. I'm going to keep all the battles in here. But as you can see, you can't use your Pokemon. Even though Pikachu is traveling right behind you, you can't have him use a Thunder Shock or anything. And there are multiple Pokemon that we can catch only in here. So you're going to want to prepare for that. Oh, a Tauros. That's a new Pokemon. It's a normal type. Pretty cool. Let's try some bait. That'll make it not... Okay, that wasn't a good example, but it makes it less likely to run away, but more difficult to catch. Oh hey, look, another Tauros. Let's throw some bait this time. See if it won't run away. It ran away. How did Ash catch 30 of these things again? Well, apparently we'll never know because that episode was banned, but still, how did he catch 30 of these things? And more importantly, why? He only ever used one of them. Okay, but you basically have to use the grass as, like, a mark to know where you are. That is if you're using a map like I am, unfortunately. I just never memorized the layout of this place. Oh, an Execute. That's a new Pokemon. Can we actually catch this one? No, we're not. I'm pretty sure Execute. No, wait, do we have an Execute before? I forget. Could have sworn that we didn't. But whatever. We'll see later on. Okay, continuing on. We need to find a person's gold teeth and the safe house for another HM. Basically, we're getting 2 HMs right now. My throat. There's another Execute, which I could have sworn that we hadn't caught these things, but apparently I have already. I don't remember evolving one, and you just need a leaf stone to make one evolve. So, oh well. But yeah, you can find, and depending on which section, which screen of the Safari Zone you're on, depends on what Pokemon you can catch. If you want to know what those are specifically, you can look it up on Bulbapedia or on Cerebi or something like that. No more room for items. Okay, let's drop a Awakening, because don't get put to sleep much and that'll cure itself. We got a Protein, which raises attack. Pretty useless. We could use it on Dugtrio, or I could sell it for 4,900, and I shall sell it. Now, next up, you can find, let's see here, you can find Tauros, Kangaskhan, Execute, Chansey, although you can find Chansey much later on in the game. No more room for items. Okay, I think this might be one of the things that we're looking for. I'm going to toss an Ether. And I'm also going to toss an Okay, back here again. Yeah, this is the thing that we were looking for, the gold teeth. Didn't mean to use it. Really? It was like 2 steps away. And you couldn't find it. I found it twice and you couldn't find it. You put the sign right there too. Double team, useless. No. Probably going to have to trash that to get this HM. So yeah, the 2 HMs, well technically 2. Gold teeth, which you can trade in for an HM. And right here, basically 2 HMs right next to each other. But here we have Surf. Yep. Yes, I am, because now we can progress through the game. So yeah, I caught a Kangaskhan. It took me 3 tries. I was going to record all my attempts, but that was taking forever and it was getting rather annoying. So I'm just going to show all my attempts. We can catch a Rhyhorn, although I'm pretty sure you can catch those much later on. So if you're having difficulties with it, you could skip it. However, I got it on my first try. The best strategy for this is to just throw the Pokeball and pray. Oh my god, my throat. But yeah, just throw the Pokeball and pray. Don't mess with the rocks or bait or anything, because that's just more chances for them to run away. It took around 20 tries to catch that Tangela right there. Next up, we have Chansey, which is a very low level. It's strange. And if you want, you could find these places in the very last dungeon, and I mean the very, very last one. Tauros, not counting those other 2 tries, it took 4. So I still don't see how Ash caught 30 of these things. But I thought of using Tauros for a very short time, but then I decided no. Because it's normal type and I really don't like normal types. Next up we have Pinsir, which is a pretty powerful bug type. I thought of using it, then decided no, because I had no use for a bug type. And lastly Scyther, which took over 9,000 tries. Seriously, it took forever to catch this thing. Scyther I probably wouldn't use, and even if I wanted to, I wouldn't, because I used a Scizor in Crystal, and I didn't want to give him a nickname, so we're going to end that. And that's pretty much all for the Pokemon that we can find, and now onto the route to the right of Fuchsia City. We are now heading back to Lavender the long way, because I need to show these routes because we can find Pokemon here. So hooray for that. Yay for the random cutting. I was probably trying to make this episode shorter because we're now at 11 minutes, and it's looking to be around 17 or so. If you're wondering what that EXP all was showing up, it's kind of this game's version of the EXP share, since they didn't have hold items back then. It's an item that you get from the aide in the house right to the left. Upstairs, you talk to him. If you have 50 Pokemon, he will give you this thing. And I'm going to get rid of it immediately because I find it really annoying that it's counting off the experience that I got for each Pokemon. Like, it couldn't say all Pokemon got 79 experience or something like that. No, it has to list off each Pokemon that got experience. So yeah, random teleporting trainer, that was me putting the EXP all in the box forever. So yeah, when I whistle I can summon bird Pokemon. That's cool, it's like a dog. See, more bird trainers. Not the best matchup right here. We're going to go for it anyways because I overlevel them by a lot. And of course you got a critical hit on quick attack. Of course. But yeah, you don't have to go through this route. You could very easily just fly back. However, there are Pokemon that I need to catch here, trainers that I need to show, and the experience is pretty nice. So yeah, you're going to need all the experience you can get for the next gym leader. All of her Pokemon are around level 50, so, and as you can see, my Pokemon are only like mid-early 30s or so. So we need to do some work. Not only that, but we need to get some more Pokemon to evolve, although I'm not really doing that all too well, but still. If you saw, I had some trouble with Koga, and he had level 50 Pokemon up there. And yet I still, even when fighting all the trainers on the cycling road, or most of them at least, I was still down like 10, 12, 14 levels. No, that was close. Should really switch out to a different Pokemon in the front. I'm also carrying around Ghastly and Magnemite just because I can. Going to see if I could get them some experience to evolve or something. If the EXP all did not like read off every single Pokemon that got experience, that would be great, but since it does, I don't want to mess with the thing. I don't want to mess with the whole thing. Pikachu could have learned agility there. Although that would have been helpful when we beat Raichu, apparently, because that'll let us beat Raichu. If we were following the anime here, but whatever. Okay, just sorting out the team a bit, by levels mostly. And here we go with a not-so-great matchup. Right here, we have Grass Pokemon, and I should have put Flareon up front. And it's moments like these that are why I carry normal type moves on all my Pokemon just in case, although it isn't that great. And Pikachu's going to get... Nope, he didn't. Awesome. And a nice critical at the end. Otherwise it probably would have lived with 1 HP with my luck. Oh, why do we miss Fire Spin so often? Why do you miss Fire Spin so often? Come on. You're poisoned. Although that was poison powder, not acid doing that. So yay, poison. We're going to have to go to the Pokemon Center now. And yeah, this is going to be a bit of a long episode. We're going to have a lot of trainers coming up. And this is technically the long way to Fuchsia, although we're taking it the backwards way, just because. We're also going to find the other Snorlax on this path, now that I think about it. But yeah, we have an antidote, or we could walk to the Pokemon Center, but whatever. Use it on the wrong Pokemon, why don't you? There we go. Flareon was cured of its poison. And you're going to be another grass trainer, aren't you? Yes you are. Why do you have a level 29 Bulbasaur? It should be an Ivysaur, almost a Venusaur. The trainers are so weird because they either have a basic Pokemon at way too high a level that should have evolved, or they have a Pokemon at a low level before it should have evolved. For example, this girl, she has a Bulbasaur at level 29 when it should have evolved at level 16. And for example of the other thing, the first gym leader in Crystal, Gold, and Silver, he has like a level 9 Pidgeotto when Pidgey doesn't evolve until like level 16. So yeah. It's just strange how the Pokemon universe works.